Good morning everyone, it's Claire Heffer here again for the Fort for the Day. I thought I'd bring you to my allotment here on the site where I live for this morning's fort. I've spent most of my evenings in lockdown here. I'm not an experienced gardener, but me and my friend have been trying to learn. It's a bit messy and a bit chaotic, but we've been really enjoying it. But I've really found during this time God has been speaking to me through everyday things like growing plants. And there's a couple of things I wanted to share of really life lessons and things that God has been showing me, and I wanted to share them with you today. And I want to talk specifically about our two courgettes, well we have a few more, but our two courgette plants here. And we grew these from seedlings. We grew them in the same small pots with the same soil, the same water, the same nutrients, but we found that with the courgettes they grew at different times and in different ways. And this particular plant started to grow early on and was doing really well, and one day I come down and I find that it's been eaten by something, I've no idea what, and I was devastated because I'm looking forward to my courgettes for dinner, hopefully really soon. But then I continued to water it, and I found that the plant grew underneath the kind of devastation on top. It grew through it and actually has become this amazing plant with courgettes growing. And God really spoke to me and reminded me that He's a restorer of the things that maybe we feel we've lost, and maybe even during this lockdown we feel we've lost things. But God He's a restorer, and maybe things grow and they don't look exactly the way that they did before, but He restores, and it's often even better than we expected. And so that's the first courgette plant and the first kind of fort. And then the second thing is this little plant here, which is a bit smaller than the rest. And this is because, as I said, we planted all the courgettes at the same time, but this one just didn't grow. It was in exactly the same time, exactly the same pots, but it just didn't grow. But I decided, maybe naively, to keep watering anyway. And then it must have been 2 to 3 weeks after every other courgette plant kind of sprouted and started to grow, where I see this little green shoot coming up. And honestly, it just, again, God spoke to me and He said, Claire, it's my timing. Be faithful in the watering, but it's my timing. There was no reason for this plant to take longer, but it did. But it's here and it's growing and it's doing really well. And again, I felt like it was just a lesson for us just to be faithful in what we're doing, and to trust God for His timing. And so I don't know if either of these lessons apply to your life today, but I pray there be an encouragement in some way, that we can trust God, trust in His restoration power, and trust in His timing. He's so good and He's so faithful, and He loves us, and we can rest in that today. Have an amazing day. I hope you enjoy it, whether you're outside in an allotment or whether you're working. Have an amazing day.